again, we're going to be doing another Celtic cross here. And what I want to do this time is I want to go more in depth with the meanings and how I think a good way to do a reading is to take it in layers. So you start with an initial look at the cards and what you're seeing basically, and then you go into, you take it in layers, go deeper and deeper into each card and the reading overall, and then you can start going into details about the different positions. But I think it's kind of important to start out with a basic start with the cards. Is just telling a basic story of what you're seeing, and then going deeper, and then going deeper, a little bit at a time. I think this works a lot better than isolating, going deep into each position separately. I think it's good to look at it as a whole first, general, what you're seeing here, and then going deeper. So I think that works better. And so I do a lot of Celtic cross videos here, and I think all of them are a little different. So this just shows another aspect of the same spread. I think it's better doing it that way than doing a bunch of different spreads. Doing it like this helps. Staying with one spread and showing variables about it here and there. Another thing I would like to share with you is, see this shirt, this very old shirt. I have, I think it's important that you synchronize and have shoes that match your shirt. I don't know how this happened. This is a brand new pair of Crocs. This pattern in this shirt works out exactly the same. So the only time I wear these Crocs is when I wear this shirt now. It's January, there's snow on the ground, I'm walking around with Crocs. But when you're a psychic, you could walk around like that and people think it's okay, you know. So anyway, a Celtic cross, synchronized shoes and shirt. And well, like I said, we're going to go into each position, but we're going to start out with a basic look at the cards and how it's good to start out that way. So I'm going to do a cross, looking at it basically, and then we're going to go into each position and show how the position could be associated to the card that's placed in it. And I hope you like this. So we'll get started. All right, we'll get started here. Celtic cross, I'm using the Marseille deck. And usually what I'll do is I'll have the client cut cards in the deck into 3 packs. I'm not going to really go into that much here, but we'll just take and start a spread. I'm not too sure what I'm really doing here as far as that. I'm not really too much about the procedures, but how to read the cards. So, good way to start out is to, as you're laying the cards out, be talking about it, taking actions to progress forward with the Knight and the Chariot card. Here we have advancing forward with the 8 of Pentacles. It's something we're trying to do right now. So we are taking actions to try to do that right now, to create a new situation with the Ace of Wands. 8 of Pentacles is advancing. 8 of Wands is new situation. Your asset, you have a lot of knowledge in this situation that you're looking into. Move this over like this. And new opportunities, another ace here. New opportunities will be coming. Things will start to come forward as you progress forward with these actions you're taking, advancing forward with things. You're seeing this as a new project, new endeavor, all new situation for you. Time right now is the time to get more awareness of what you're doing. Improve your knowledge, even though you're very knowledgeable about this right now. Get all your facts straight. Be careful as you move forward here. Don't move too quickly, even though you have a knight here, as far as actions being taken. Another page, back to over here, pages. Your goal is a whole new look at this, a whole new realm, or new modifying what you have in place now, trying to change it into something all different. Positive judgments will happen from it. I see positive results. I see you seeing this situation at the end with positive judgment on this. Other people will take hold with this too. It's something that other people will notice and recognize about you. So right now what we just did is we just talked about what we're seeing as the cards as they're laid down. And now we can go into the position meanings more in depth and how they relate with each other. But obviously a new situation, you're very knowledgeable about this. You're going to have positive opportunities coming soon. You're seeing as a whole new direction about this thing you have experience with, but a whole new direction in what it is you're doing with it. And that's what you're looking for with this Page of Wands. So what you're seeing is what you're looking for is very clear. No illusions about that. Timing right now, the time is right to move cautiously. Make sure that the things you're saying, the things you're doing are carefully thought out with the Queen of Pentacles here. Now, my readings on the internet here will always be the same question. The question is, how do we go about achieving the goal we're trying to achieve? And this way, it'll encompass everybody's questions if they have something going on in their life right now. And we're not going to get too specific with anything more than that. But it gives you a general idea of how the reading works. Numbers 1 and 2 positions working together here. These two cards here is a look at the question itself. Here we have the Chariot. It's called the cart here, but it's a chariot. And the Knight of Swords. Knights are action, Chariot's advancement. So this is something you really want to, and Chariot's a major arcana too. Advancing on something pretty important to you. It's a pretty big step in what you're trying to accomplish. And how to go about taking the right actions to make this major shift is what the question is. How do I go about doing this? Right now what you're currently going through, efforts you're trying to make, is advance forward. So you are actually taking initiatives right now. It's important that you look at these things you're doing with this Eight of Pentacles as it's important that you look at the efforts you're making. Are these really constructive efforts, or could they be refined in some way? Starting a new situation here is what you're trying to do, and because of that, it is important that you look at these things carefully as these efforts are being made, because this is all new. Even though, again, there's experience in what you're doing, you have a pretty good idea of what it is that you want, but it is a new situation for you. A big step. I ask that you have with the King of Cups here. Again, this is what I was saying before. You have a lot of knowledge. You have knowledge about this. So this might be something that's a situation that's been involved in your life. You've been involved with before. Or maybe it's something been around a long time. And you've been maybe wanting to make changes with this, but just never were able to make them before. This would make sense with this because you have a lot of knowledge about this situation, but you want to change things with it. And the changes would be all different situation for you if you did it. Ace over here is the opportunity. You want to have new beginnings with this. Opportunity shows that happening. As you move forward here with this, I do see Ace of Cups. In the next 3 months, a lot of positive moves being made because of these actions you're taking if they're carefully thought out. These changes could be seen. You see things pretty clearly for what you're in game of what you really want. You are on the right path. Lots of times the efforts we're making will set us off on a different path. But the Page of Swords, to your own question, position number 7, how the client sees their own question. It's the Page of Swords, a new path for you. New situation to an old circumstance or an old setting here. And ultimately that's what you want. In the big picture, the purpose over here in position 9, the purpose is to make this big change and start off in a new direction with this goal of yours. So it's an old goal, an old situation. You'd like to make some big changes with it. Big changes here with the Chariot. The timing, because it's a new realm of this old situation, the timing here shows what kind of actions you should be taking. Moving quickly, moving slowly, maybe not moving at all. This Queen I see here is patience and understanding in the timing position. I see her looking at that pentacle pretty closely. And I say it's a good idea to go ahead and move on this, but move slowly and deliberately and cautiously. Be careful about the things you say, the actions you're taking. Be careful about them. Make sure they're carefully thought out, and you should progress very nicely with it. Good judgment, good evaluation, good evolvement. Judgment to me is evolvement. The Judgment card, evolving, raising yourself to a newer level. Now, most of the time, whenever we're taking an old situation and turning it into something new, that is a new level, and usually for the better. This could be relationship, could be career, could be a lot of things. And something that's been around, you've been wanting to change or fine-tune, improve, but it's not easy to do. And now that you're actually trying to make the efforts to do that with this Knight, you're going to see progress because you're carefully thinking out the steps on how to do it. You know exactly what you want it to be, the big picture, Page of Wands. So carefully thinking things out, planning them, and taking direct action in those directions, you'll get what you're looking for. The question, positions 1 and 2, the Knight, the Swords, and the Chariot, taking actions to move forward. Positions 3, efforts you're making currently right now to achieve this goal, even if it's for the immediate results you're looking for right now in position 4. Just the actions and efforts you're taking right now is what right now here is an 8 of Pentacles is advancing. So right now, as far as you're concerned, you are currently trying to do these advancements, not set them up or get ready for those moves, but you are actually trying to make those changes right now. This is where the Queen might come in with timing. You might be able to look at this and say, okay, if there's other people involved, you might want to say, let's plan this out. Let's carefully talk about it and come to agreements on what we're willing to do before we actually take actions. If there's just you, then I would say before you actually start to make moves, physical moves, changes here, before you actually start rearranging furniture, carefully think things out. You have the knowledge behind you here with the King in the 5 position. This 4 position, Ace of Wands, what you want to achieve in the short term, immediate goals you're looking for, is change. Sure. The big purpose here is a big change overall in this question you're looking into. If you want to see any kind of change right now, would be encouraging. So you're not happy with the way things are with the 4 position. Aces are, Ace of Wands here is a new start, new ideas, new outlook, new situation. And that's what your position 4 is. Immediate goals you're looking for. 5 position, King of Cups. Knowledge. Kings are knowledge. Cups are what are emotion. So knowledge about something you're very dear to your heart. But knowledge either way is what I see the most important part here is it's a king. This is an asset, position 5. It's something you have going for you. Something in your corner that you can use will help you with this to your advantage to achieve what you're trying to accomplish. Position 6 is the opportunity that's coming down the road. And here we have the ace. So we have the ace in position 4. We have an ace in position 6. You're trying to accomplish a new situation with this ace, and I see it happening soon. This is usually a 3-month period. That means anytime from today to 3 months from now. I like to look at it as the year in quarters. Every 3 months is another quarter. This is the first quarter of 2019. So I do see definite changes happening, results happening in these directions you're looking to make changes in. If you take the efforts to do it carefully and wisely here. Position 7, the Page of Swords. How this page sees their own question is what position 7 is. You're seeing this as an important start of a new situation, which is what we're talking about here. New direction. You're seeing things the way they really are. And you're seeing them as something you really want to do. So you're seeing your own question pretty clearly. And the fact we have in position 9, the big picture, the purpose of this is the Page of Wands. You're seeing it as the Page of Swords, wanting to be the Page of Wands. It means what you're wanting to do is very good, a very clear and accurate way of seeing this situation. You're seeing your own goal very clearly, without any real confusion or misconceptions. So I like what you're seeing here. Taking action to move forward, advancing. You're seeing it as a new path for you. So you're seeing your question pretty clearly. Position 8, the timing, when to act or how to act. And the Queen of Pentacles is here. Queens are patience and understanding. So it's very clear that you have, it's clear, it's important that you are very clear or understand what you're dealing with and how to be diplomatic, what actions to take, what order to take them, and how to present them. So moving carefully and effectively. Moving forward, yes, but carefully and effectively. So think things out clearly before you make those phone calls, before you set up meetings, before you take any actions. Three, 4, and 9 work together. Advancing for actions you're currently taking, or efforts you're making right now to achieve immediate goals. But the big picture is number 9, and that's the Page of Wands. I want this change to happen. A whole different scenario, a whole different direction in my life, a whole different way of doing things than what's been done in the past, which I'm very knowledgeable about what's been done in the past. I want to change that to the better. Positions 5, 6, and 10 are how the opportunity, or how are we going to accomplish this. An asset, knowledgeable about things. You know who you're dealing with, you know the people you're dealing with, you know the situation you're dealing with that King of Cups. As you move forward with this and start talking to people or taking actions to what you want to try to move forward with this Chariot card, as you try to move this Chariot card forward, you just be encouraged right away because I see changes happening with this ace. and positive results with the Judgment card, moving up another level, evolvement, moving up another level. So your life, your situation in this improves very well. You raise up because of this. Positions 1 and 2 and 7 are a look at the question itself and how the client sees their own question. Positions 3, 4, and 9 are why. Why do you want this in your life? Why are you taking these actions? Advancing forward with the 8 of Pentacles in the 3 position, wanting a new situation with the Ace of Wands in the 4 position, and the big purpose in the 9 position, Page of Wands, new direction, all new situation. Five, 6, and 10 are how are we going to go about doing this. Knowledge, opportunity, and a positive judgment happening here. Position 8, how to act or when to act by itself. The Queen of Pentacles, clear focus on the goal. Move cautiously, steady, and smart. Be diplomatic, be effective, and you'll get positive results. So, I hope this looks good, worked out. Just another example of the Celtic cross, but I wanted to show how you could take that in layers and looking at it individually, but also in groups. And initially starting out just talking about the cards as you're laying them out. So I hope you like this. Keep throwing cards. We'll talk soon.